for joining me on this beautiful Saturday. I wanted to start the day with you guys by reading a word of life. I wanted to go to the book of Colossians. We're going to go to chapter 3, and we're going to be reading verses 1 through 4. If you'll read with me, it says, "Since you have been raised to new life with Christ, set your sights on the realities of heaven, where Christ sits in the place of honor at God's right hand. Think about the things of heaven, not the things of earth. For you died to this life, and your real life is hidden with Christ in God. And when Christ, who is your life, is revealed to the whole world, you will share in all his glory." I think that these verses are very powerful, and essentially what God is talking about here is killing the flesh. When we are born again, when we have that spiritual rebirth, when we decide to give our lives to Christ, when we take that commitment, it's no longer about us. It's no longer about the things that we want. It's nothing temporary that we want anymore. It's not about our emotions, our feelings. It's about looking at the bigger picture when it comes to God. Because essentially it's no longer about us. It's not about the things that we want. It's about the things that we need. God knows what we need. He knows how to guide us. He knows how to direct us in our lives. And that's why I had spoken about in the previous word of life that I had given you guys, that it's important to stay in constant surrender with God. That way we are able to hear him. We are able to seek him, to pursue him more easily. Because essentially our suffering in this world for Jesus only means that we will rise in victory with him in the end. It's important that we make Jesus the center of all things in our lives, and the decisions that we make in our marriages, our relationships, our friendships, anything of that sort. It's important that he is the center of it, because he is the one who convicts us. He is the one who guides us. He is the one who answers us. God set us apart for greater things. And if you want to reference with me, we're going to go to the book of Matthew, and we're going to read chapter 16, verses 24 and 25. It says, "Then Jesus said, 'If any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way. Take up your cross and follow me. If you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake, you will save it.'" So when Jesus says to take up your cross and follow me, when he says to give up your own way, he's talking about repenting. For us, it's important for us to be able to acknowledge and to understand that we are sinners. Jesus said that he came to this world for those who call themselves sinners, not those who call themselves righteous. So to live like Christ, we must die to him first. This life was never ours to live. Jesus is the one who took the punishment that was meant for us. We have a calling to follow Jesus in this world. It's important that we do not follow idols, because essentially that will lead to death. But if we follow Christ, that leads to life. So with all this being said, I encourage you that with the temptation all around us, we must hold fast to truth, which is Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the truth. Picking up our cross and following Jesus brings transformation, not only to our lives, but to our hearts as well, to every decision that we make. Our death to this world and our death to our fleshly desires will only lead us to a life of resurrection and freedom with Christ. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys for joining me. God bless.